Hope you're ready. It'll be here any minute. Is that a rifle?
You don't know what a rifle looks like?
It's just swords were your thing and guns were mine. But I guess we're both doing guns now. I just didn't know that.
Well, that's intense.
Thank y'all for joining us on this euphoric trip. Here today, we will be reviewing Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Go ahead, sir. I know somebody you want to go ahead and jump it off with, so.
Yeah, you know, man, shout out to my boy Baby Groot. He came and joined us today. You know, hey, Baby Groot was the star of the entire movie. I mean, from start to finish, from the opening credits to the ending credits till when he turned into a teenager. But we'll get to that one too. But
Little Man Syndrome was real though.
Hey man,
it was real, but he was effective though.
Hey, Baby Groot was trying to stretch niggas, like,
But he made the intro though. You know what I'm saying? It took him 3 tries to, you know, plug the radio up, but when he finally did,
and he was jamming that playlist, man. I'm talking. This movie was awesome, just start to finish. Like, the movie was awesome. I mean, it was just, the comedy was on point.
Yeah.
You know, James Gunn,
just his style, just how colorful the movie is, like
killed the colors.
Cause the first one was colorful already, but just the look of the second one, like everything just popped out screen.
Like you can just tell his touch on this movie from another movie. Like he killed it.
He just elevated it.
Yeah, I mean, like I liked it from the beginning. You know, they had the colors. You know, it was like shit. They already finna start off with some action and shit. You know. They had the comedy and Drax just, man.
Shout out to Dave Bautista, man.
Hey, did you hear how straightforward Drax was?
Wasn't playing no games. Nah, I don't. You're ugly to me. You know what I'm saying? I would never have you in my bed.
And Mantis was fine as shit.
Yeah, I mean, little antennas or whatever. You know what I'm saying? She was cool. She was a little hit or miss at times with some of the jokes she had, but you know,
hey,
that's neither here nor there. But
they had Drax just really calling her ugly. He was basically trying to just let her down and shit, just easy.
But it was harsh though. But he thought it was easy, but it was harsh though. I mean, my props go to Yondu. I mean, Yondu to me was also the star of this movie. They kind of gave him way more to do. Shout out to Michael Rooker, by the way.
I mean, they was about to kill my boy, so they had to, you know, he had like one of the best scenes in the movie when they escaped from being locked down.
Him and Rocket, man, and Groot.
He's walking through there just whistling that little red shit.
Just going.
He had a new little horn on his head, a fin, or whatever the fuck it was, and he was just.
And then Rocket just spinning around, shooting people, laughing, just doing 360s, and Groot just spinning little trees out, little branches.
Hey, Groot was fucking. He was fucking niggas up, and then he just hopped back on Rocket's shoulder like, I'm that nigga, so I'm just gonna chill and shit.
Yeah, and then just just chilling in church, plane crashing. Ain't like nothing going on, you know. I was eating a few jelly beans or whatever the hell he was eating. I don't know what the fuck he was eating, but I didn't know a tree can eat food. I don't, they gotta kind of explain that. But
I remember one scene, Groot was walking around that bitch eating M&Ms, I think.
Yeah, it was like, how? You a damn tree.
Groot.
How are you eating food?
Maybe it was Skittles, and like shit, the Skittles commercials and how how shit was growing and shit. I mean, maybe he had some shit like that, but.
So your man Ego, I know you had an issue with him. I had a slight issue with him being the main villain, but I'll let you talk more about that because just the look of disgust on your face now is already written. So
I mean, Ego, that shit was. I ain't gonna lie. When I first heard, like Ego was gonna be in the movie and that's what Kurt Russell was playing, I was like, well, Ego fucking playing it, so I ain't really know how they was just gonna
make him a physical form.
Make him a person, and he said, he's supposed to be, Peter Quill's dad. I'm like,
where'd that come from?
Well, man, we ain't never seen this in no comic, but hey, I like how it was original. So I say, all right, let's see how this planet human procreation's gonna go, or whatever you want to call it.
It was like, do you have a penis? But he's a planet. He could crush her. I died laughing on that part. I know we keep talking about it, but shout out to Drax though. He was the MVP up with some of these jokes. But yeah.
Man, it didn't matter what Drax said. It was gonna be funny to him.
Yeah, and that laugh was off the chain. But I mean, my issue with Ego was toward the end, like when you know he was trying to rebuild himself. Then all of a sudden he came out looking like Hollow Man. You remember at the end of Hollow Man, Kevin Bacon was all roasted up and on
That's
fire.
What I thought it was at first.
Me
like,
too.
Like cousins right there.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, so you went back to Hollow. I think the movie came out like mid-90s. I don't even think it came out in the 2000s, but that's how the CGI kind of looked on that part. But I did like the interaction because the way he played off of Quill, you would think that could be his pops, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I ain't like it because, I mean, you had Ego in the movie, but then in one of the end credit scenes, you got Adam Warlock. Like, they ain't show him, but he was in there incubating. He was growing. He doing something in there.
But peep this though. He was an Easter egg in the first one too though, because he was in the collector base. But if you didn't see it, you wouldn't have noticed it. But he was in one of them glass containers. You know what I'm saying? With Howard the Duck. Shout out to Howard the Duck. You know what I'm saying? You out of luck until you go duck.
Yeah,
the best pickup line I ever heard before in my life. But yeah, so they had a Warlock Easter egg in the first one. Actually, James Gunn said he wished he didn't do that, and he wished he would have just saved it for this movie.
Hey,
but like I said, a lot of people didn't notice it though.
I was one of those that missed it, but I wish they would have just went on and let Adam Warlock come out here. He would have stretched everybody. Adam Warlock would have did his thing.
See, the only issue with that was, like I was saying, it could have been a Spider-Man 3 situation where you got too many main villains along with you trying to develop all these different characters and their stories. You see what I'm saying? So it could have been an issue where they could have went that route.
I mean, you kind of had two.
Much, though.
I mean, you kind of had two on the last movie though. I mean, Nebula, she really counted as a villain. You had Ronan. I mean, but really, everybody was chasing the Guardians at that point in time. Yondu kind of turned into a villain. There was a lot of villains in the first one, so I mean, I don't know if you can use that one.
I'm just saying, like, as far as like two major villains, so you want them to fight a planet and one of the strongest motherfuckers in the world.
Man, Ego could have went on and fought out the Ego or something. All I care.
Nah, bruh. It wouldn't. Nah, bruh. It wouldn't have worked out that way. Like I said, I mean, they did what they could. I feel like this one set up more for Phase 3. Because think about it, Guardians of the Galaxy.
We ain't gonna get to see Adam Warlock against Thanos. That's the shit I want to see right there.
That's gonna be trash. But also think about this though. Nebula can have something to do with them getting rid of Thanos. Because you remember in the Infinity Gauntlet comic book, Nebula was the key part in them beating Thanos when she took the gauntlet. So I'm thinking that maybe Nebula would have a big role.
She gonna be double agent.
She gotta be.
She gonna be double agent when the Infinity War.
She was an MVP in this one too, though.
At first, she gonna probably like kick off and be running with Thanos, but after that, I think it's gonna be Pops and fuck you up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you basically won. You disowned me. You took away any humanity that I had left.
And that's another thing about this movie that was great.
You took a nigga brain, bruh. My brain? You took my brain because I lost to my sister?
Bro, they let you into these characters. Like they gave you a piece of every character in this movie except for probably Groot and Drax, but it showed you Drax like his funny, comedic side.
But they tried to show you the sentimental side when Henry Mantis was out there. He was talking
about. They did. And you got Peter Quill. Peter Quill just wanted his dad, and who turned out to actually be his real dad and cared about him had to be Yondu,
who was the real MVP in this movie, man.
And then it was almost like Ego was the pops that come around when you go to the league. He ain't been there your whole life.
You remember at the end of Waterboy when he got married and then his pop just came out of nowhere?
That was Ego.
Yeah, Ego Bobby Boucher daddy.
Yeah.
It's me, Roberto, your daddy. Like, wait, what? You know what I'm saying? But it was good though, you know what I'm saying? Now, as far as the Easter eggs go, it was quite a few. But I know you had kind of an issue with some of the end credit scenes though.
I mean, I ain't have an issue with them. I just was like, damn, Adam Warlock, this finna be crazy. And then this part of me was like, damn, I wish I could have seen him in this movie, but I ain't have a problem. I mean, shoot, they had that. All the end credit scenes. All the end credits, 5. Like,
all 5 of them.
All 5. Like, that was the most end credit scenes I've seen in one movie.
And people, this is what kills me though. People still leave when the movie go up. Like all the damn Marvel movies that done came out, y'all still get y'all happy ass up and leave as soon as it says yada yada is coming back. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it.
Like the one end credit scene that I enjoyed just from a comic standpoint and knowing all the stories was, if y'all didn't know, the original Guardians of the Galaxy, that was Sylvester Stallone. They had John Coffey up there. And, I mean, not John Coffey.
That was Holiday Heart, man. Ving Rhames got a damn Marvel check.
So the original Guardians of the Galaxy, that's who they were. That was, you know, you got Rocky, and then it looked like Melvin. You know, he's showing Jody that there's more out there in life now, I guess.
So that's why he, you know, so he can't do Baby Boy too.
Nah, he ain't doing Baby Boy no more.
He gonna be in space with Sylvester.
Nah, he got away from, you know, Jody Mama and got him something out in space now. That's why he up there. But and they showed the original Guardians at the end, and that was dope. Cause,
but
I mean, you wouldn't expect that in the movie.
Nah, it's just a nod though that was really just given to the OG, you know, 31st century, you know what I'm saying, going into the galaxy, you know what I'm saying.
I feel like in GOG 3 they gonna be out there.
They gonna have
with
to
Peter Quill, Star-Lord, them just out there killing.
Just clicked up. Cause think about it, like the OG Fiend that young dude had the prototype, that was his one from the comic book.
Yeah, that was the comic book young dude, and I was like, hey, James Gunn is like, I don't know who did this or who thought of this, but it was dope.
Yeah, he throwing them little, and just shout out to Stan Lee. I think this to me was his best cameo. The fact that he was explaining all of his cameos from all of his movies. That's what I'm saying. Like, how the hell did he get up there with the Watchers? Shout out to the Watchers too.
They big dudes, right? Yeah, I used to see them. I used to like flip through the pages sometimes in the comics, and they was in there because them niggas took up like the whole page.
Yeah, because they
like all head and shit.
They real integral parts of, you know what I'm saying, what goes on.
But they don't do shit though. They just watch.
Yeah, but one of the OG ones, like, I don't know if you heard it, but like he kind of said UG. That's really like the first two letters of like one of the main ones that kind of betrayed what was going on and kind of helped Earth out because they was about to get fucked up.
I got it.
So
go back and check that out.
Yeah, see, just just them little subtle hints, you know what I'm saying? But he was explaining all of his cameos throughout.
I heard him when he said, and then I was the FedEx man. And I was like, Stan Lee, you just, because I mean that was one of the funniest parts of the movie because they was time jumping from different time zones, and everybody faced Groot. Yeah, everybody just
looking weird, looking like they just on a real bad acid trip or something. You know what I'm saying?
They were
like 100 jumps or something.
Yeah, they tripped out on
that.
that.
What the hell you doing, boy? Like, shout out the young dude, man. Shout out to Rocket though. You saw the progression of like Rock. I mean, he was an asshole still, but
Rocket first little fight scene.
Yeah.
When the rap just came.
That was nice. The way he
had the traps and stuff. Man, Rocket.
Then he started throwing them hands.
Rocket was lit.
You know what that looked like? You remember when Ted and Mark Wahlberg was fighting in the hotel room, and then Ted jumped on the spot and whooped Ted ass. He just shoot him. You know what I'm saying?
But nah, Rocket just was. Rocket scene was dope. Like Rocket, everything about this movie was dope. Like if you ain't like this movie, like don't argue with me, man. Shit.
Nah, for real though. Now, admittedly, I'm not gonna lie. When my initial sit through, I said it was a 7 out of 10. But after seeing it again, I had to move it to an 8.
I ain't gonna lie, I did say 6 and shit, but I don't know what was wrong with me at that point in time because I watched it again and I was like, what was I thinking? Like everything lit about this movie.
And I think it was like I think the level of expectations that I had going into that.
I mean the first one.
The first one was off the chain.
That year that movie came out, I said that was the best one that came, like the best Marvel movie that had come out.
And it's hard to catch lightning in a bottle twice, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, after watching it again and just like realizing all the Easter eggs and where they potentially going, I gotta give it an 8 out of 10, man. But you gotta see this movie more than once, though. I highly advise at least seeing this twice. Well, I'm gonna see it again, so.
I'm watching it again, but hey, I'm telling you, like, I don't know, like from the opening scene, like how can you not enjoy this movie? Like this movie was
Baby Groot dancing.
you laughed from start to finish.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie though.
Like
the
even
ending kind of
so,
you know, right. You know.
So like if Peter Quill he fighting right, and him and Ego Kurt Russell they going at it, and Kurt Russell like gets all these rocks together and turns into like a statue, like yeah, like punching towards Peter Quill, and then Star-Lord he just do his thing, and he really in the middle of a real serious fight he turns into Pac-Man, like.
And he ended up
That's the comedic tone, like
of the movie.
Like
it looked like some shit Adam Sandler tried to do on Pixels, but he failed.
Nah, this was like way on another level than that. But like,
oh, and think about this too though. You remember when they was you know, Sovereign and all them was chasing them, they was shooting at them. Like when you look at it again, like the laser sound it was making, it was like out the Galaga. You remember what happened on Galaga?
Yeah, and I was laughing because they was like chasing them on video games, basically. Like they wasn't even at war.
Y'all chasing on some arcade type.
Oh
stuff.
man, she chose my boy Star-Lord at the beginning.
Off top, it's all for research though, man.
She said it was for research
At the
purposes.
end of the day, it's all for research, man. I would have, you know, I would have gave her some research.
But man, yeah, I recommend anybody go see it because it was day one. I watched it the first day. Like it was a good movie. I ain't even, you know, I'm probably gonna go see it like two more times or something.
Yeah, I gotta give it at least two more run throughs. I'm pretty sure it's some more Easter eggs. That,
I might have to borrow your Wi-Fi though, like probably, cause I can't.
I mean,
it's cheaper if I just borrow yours instead of even pay for my own Wi-Fi.
I mean, but Clear went out of business. Ain't got no Wi-Fi, so I don't know what you gonna do. I mean, I got like an old T-Mobile phone with a hotspot. You can.
I just saw you streaming, playing the game. So how you not gonna have Wi-Fi?
Who said I'm using mine?
Hey, I need the connection to whatever Wi-Fi you're using so I can watch this movie again online, because I can't go get the movies, you know, $10 more to go see it 2 more times.
Go for 12, $6.50. I know low people in high places, so you know, my connections is scarce. You know what I'm saying? My sources, I can't reveal them. But yeah, go see this movie though. That's the point. Go see this movie though. Like I said, I give it an 8 out of 10. You gotta see it more than once. If you don't, then shame on you.
Euphoric Trip. You like the video? Subscribe in the bottom. Ain't that where it's at?
Yeah, it's gonna be at the bottom. Link will be in the description. Like, share, subscribe. Appreciate y'all watching this. Join this Euphoric Trip. I'm your boy Freshly Snipes.
Dark Magician.
We out.